As I try to take and conclude this here, America needs tons and tons of fuel to run these vehicles. They've gone up on the brink of the earth. And they're at the last stage. Ezekiel, as for the likeness of their faces, the poor had the face of a man, and the poor had the face of a lion, and the right on the right side, and the poor had the face of an ox on the left side. The poor also had the face of an eagle. This was the main plight of the spade shell oral. This was before they had gone upon the brink of the earth. People made songs and they sung songs about wheels in the middle of the wheel, but God told you during the description of that vehicle when it's sitting on the ground, God continued to watch to monitor the wheel. He knew that that man had to have a vehicle with a high pigmentation. He had to create an environment for him to go in and up on outer space. Just like the man he migrated to the north when he bred them children to the daughters of men. He knew that he didn't have enough pigmentation, but he had to go in the colder part where he could survive in the northern part of the earth in order to survive because of the lack of pigmentation. So when the man grew into technology, he did air conditioning and all of these things to enhance him while he go up on the brink of the earth. He had to create him an environment. So when he knew that God knew that the vehicle that he was going to travel in, it was too far out of space, so he couldn't reach it. So the man thought he was getting smart by creating him a service station, which was the external fuel tank. Attached onto the external fuel tank became his service station vehicles, which was the solid fuel booster rockets, one attached on each side of the service station. As these solid fuel booster rockets be ignited and flying this into outer space, he needed the strength of an ark to carry out the space station to build him a habitat where he could rule from up there. So this, with the two external fuel rocket boosters carrying the fuel tank, the engine on this jet turbine engine on this space shuttle take them into outer space. See, God was looking at him from Alexander the Great. He started out with a horse and a bow, and he gave him a sword, but he had to develop this here space vehicle. Once he goes so far and these here falls into in the ocean and the tank, he's calibrated all the way on out into space because he even got the speed up to take him on out in there where zero to gravity is. And God looked at him in Ezekiel chapter 1. He said every time he go, he take the wheels with it. He became focused on those wheels because he leave them pinned inside of the car and the body of his vehicle, and it goes out. But when he returned, it was essential that he needed the wheel because the life of this vehicle depended on the function of the wheel. God seen it 2,000 years ago that this man, what he would do, and he's going to use this here to fight against his people. So the year 2003, he told us to cheer him. He let us know when he leaves the luncheon pass his ox because he got to have all that ox power to take him out. He didn't put him a crap house over here, which is the places that he ruled the world, let them buy and sell, or put sanction on them people where they can't buy and sell their stuff. And if they don't live according to his will, they send the Pentagon over here to go over there and bomb their ships and stuff like that. If they put sanctions, say you can't sell your stuff, and they can't sell. But what God became angry with, because God, he was taking the land that God had told Adam and Eve to be fruitful and multiply, and he was putting it under his umbrella, and he was ruling over it, wasn't letting people buy and sell their goods upon the face of the earth. And God made it where everybody should be able to buy and sell their goods upon this earth. But he's not even in the book of life. He don't even supposed to have a law. Jesus had to go and die for him. And while Jesus was gone and before Jesus returned, because it was essential that he go away and die for them in order to fulfill the gospel of God to the whole earth, that every man be counted and numbered here. This man, he took and created these vehicles so he could rule earth. Not only Jesus went to die for him, but he created a situation where that he would curse God by taking that he owned. He didn't care about Jesus going to die for him to get him in the book of life because he was not in the book of life. This is what he did. So he went upon the brink of the earth, and God had Jesus to go in and blow his machine up when he came back, because he had Israelites on board, his God's own people on board, when he returned after they had fought with Iraq. Because they had fought with Iraq, a man had no quarrel against the United States, spoken of in Job 1 and Job 2. God had Jesus Christ to come and blow this up, because they were cursed by Saddam Hussein, who they later killed. And now the food chain of America is going to be cursed, and it's not going to yield its food. This was a part that he spoke to Cain, told him about. Because of the innocent blood, his food chain was going to be destroyed. Well, I got a few more minutes on this other recording I got here, and so may God bless you on this part. But I'm gonna finish this here recording here on YouTube, and then I will close this segment down. So once I come back and create another DVD, I got to start writing a book on for the fulfillment of the complete gospel. And so, in doing so, I will take, in doing so, I would take and go through other parts of Bible prophecy, because I want to be just to all the prophets that God has spoken of in the book of St. Matthew, when Jesus referred to the world end when all the words of the prophecy were fulfilled. However, there was those who refused to take up trading power, and they refused to complete the gospel of God. That's what they did. And God caused me to become their part. He looked at everything. And when you look at God from the standpoint of view, his knowledge is so advanced, far greater than man. To God had to virtually speak through signs and symbols in another language, and had to send back somebody to interpret what God had said. Because the people, they took and exploited the gospel, and they took and tried to change this. They came up with these other various doctrines. And when you look at the true facts, it's there all the time in black and white in the Holy Bible. The Holy Bible is the only authentic gospel truth. I can say this boldly. It's been written by the hands of God, and it is a book of commandment. Thank you. Until next time, may God bless